So I'm hiding in the barn for this little segment. So a few weeks ago on Instagram, I shared that we had a surprise coming, and it was a lot of fun to share that and have everyone guess on what it was. And so people were guessing some pretty epic stuff that made me want more things, I'm not gonna lie. Someone guessed a cow, which we almost actually did get a cow. So we actually are looking for a mini cow. So that was a really, really good guess. Someone guessed a horse, which with our barn plans, we are hoping to have a couple of horses in a few years, but the time is not now for us. Someone guessed a dog, which again, surprise, we'd like to get one. Guardian livestock dog, but it wasn't that. And so all these epic guesses made me think, oh, everyone's gonna think this is pretty lame when they finally realize what it is. So today we're revealing what that is because I can't not share anymore. So introducing our Indian runner ducks.
So this clip here was taken the day the ducks arrived a couple weeks back. So it was snowing that day. It was really cold. We've had quite a few days like that since then. The ducks really don't care. They love it, actually. This was a temporary little spot that we had for them. It was a fully fenced in pen that we had for Kira, our Alaskan Malamute that passed away last fall. So this was the perfect sort of temporary location for them. But since then, we've built them a home and we've moved them down to the pond. So I hope to share a video soon with the construction of the house. It was a really fun project for all of us, and we got lots of footage of it. So that'll be coming up soon. We're sort of working backwards here with our shares, but yeah, this is them. This is our Indian runner ducks.
So these ducks are called Indian runner ducks. They are an upright duck. They kind of walk or run more like a penguin, and they stick together in like swarms. So they move together when they walk, and it's pretty cool to watch. So they actually weren't our first choice for what we wanted to get. We were looking to get khaki Campbells because we heard that they were like the supreme layer as far as ducks go. They can hold their own against like some of the best, brown layers, like our little like taco and popcorn, like that one there right behind me. So they can lay almost as many as them in a year, if not as many as a chicken. So we've tried to get them, but the farm that we found that was relatively local to us didn't have any left. And so we kind of got our name put on a waiting list. And as we were waiting, we were continuing our research on ducks and learned about the Indian runners. So the Indian runners will lay almost as much as a khaki Campbell, which is pretty cool. And they lay like a bluey green egg. So we thought, well, let's call the guy back and let him know that we were interested in them also if they happened to be available. So like a few days later, we found out that yes, we were able to get some. So these birds are about 1.5 years old. And they are laying. We're not seeing the yield that we expected, but still we're getting eggs daily, and that's kind of cool. They are amazing foragers. So we plan to utilize these ducks as part of our organic pest control plan in our garden. So once the garden, if we can ever get it planted with this weather, once it's established, they will be allowed to stay in there and eat bugs all day long. They like slugs, they like snails, they'll just eat whatever. So, and they'll leave the little plants alone because they don't have like scratchy chicken feet. They don't scratch up the plants. Now they will eat tender plants if they're available. So we want to make sure that we wait till the garden is established before we let them in there. So when we built the house, we built it on wheels. So that way it can be a mobile duck house. So right now it's down by the pond, and they are becoming acclimatized to their home before we allow them to be a little bit more free range. We have plans to put a fence up and around the pond, just chicken wire, so that they don't, go through the fence. I don't think they will, but we want to try to protect them and protect our initial investment and keep them safe as well. So for now, they're down there. They'll have access to the pond soon, and that'll be really exciting to let them out and let them play in the water. And then when the garden's established, we'll wheel them up to the garden, and that's where they'll stay.
So today I'm making one of my family's favorite dishes for breakfast, for brunch. And it's just French toast, but I'd like to think that I jazz it up a little bit for them. Okay, so this is our duck eggs. The bluey colored ones are the duck eggs. This is the chicken egg. You can see the size difference. They're a fair bit bigger and heavier. So I'm gonna crack one of each open so you can see the difference as well. All right, so this was a kind of a poor attempt to explain that the yolks are so much bigger. The chicken egg cracked on me. I'll do this little example again another day. But you can see, you can probably still see that even without the spillage over, the yolk is a lot smaller. Let's make some breakfast. Could you get me with the milk, please, Keith? That's a big yolk.